So what we're making today is a dish that's new to me, and it's called a honey and garlic chicken breast. Pretty simple to do, okay? What we've got is some chicken breast over here, which we're going to need to butterfly in half or down the centre. So we'll wind up with 2 pieces of chicken. And you know, I think the recipe on the website, it calls for 2 chicken breasts. So we wind up with 4, but it's pretty much the same thing, okay? The recipe's the same, it's just that this way, because I'm only using 1 chicken breast, you'll wind up with a little bit more sauce. So what you want to do here is just tidy the chicken up a little bit, get rid of some of the rubbish bits, and basically we are going to cut him through the centre there. It's called butterflying him, so we should wind up with 2 pieces of chicken. And because it's raw chicken, make sure you've got a bowl of water. It's a handy hint, so you can just wash your hands. And then once your hands are washed, we've got some extra virgin olive oil, and we've got a griddle pan. What we're going to do is we're just going to cover the bottom of that pan with this oil, ready to sear our chickens. Get a bit of extra virgin olive oil in that pan. And there we are, with that oil nice and hot, we get those chickens straight into there. No. So as you can see, these chickens have got some nice seared lines on them now. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook them in this pan probably for about 8 minutes aside, but we'll turn them around the other way so we get some nice crisscrosses, just so they look pretty. There we are. So we've turned them over now. We're going to give them about another 6-7 minutes on this side. So we've got some nice lines on them. Probably going to end up taking about 12 minutes for these to cook fully through in this pan. And then what we're going to do is we'll put them in a holding oven. And basically it's another 6 ingredients. We'll make up our sauce, and you're going to have yourself a beautiful garlic and honey chicken. Smoky in there. So at this stage, while that chicken is cooking nicely in that pan, we want to add 4 cloves of fresh garlic straight on top of them. You know what that's going to do is that's going to add a really nice garlic flavour, garlic smell. You can already smell it, and it smells delicious. Just sort of going to infuse into the juices of that chicken on their last sort of 10 minutes of cooking. So with our chicken pretty much cooked there now, we've got some tin foil or some aluminium foil. We're just going to wrap them in there loosely and put them in a holding oven while we make our garlic and honey sauce. So we've got this oven set on about 100 degrees, okay, anything between 70 and 100. We're going to pop these little bad boys in the oven just to hold while we make up the sauce. And I'll pop the ingredients for this sauce up on the screen now for you to take a quick look at. So the first thing we're going to add to this pan are 2 generous teaspoons of lazy garlic. I always use lazy garlic. I mean, you can use fresh garlic if you like, but this stuff is great for convenience. So I'll lob 2 of these bad boys into the pan. We're going to let that cook, that lazy garlic there, or your fresh garlic, whatever you've chosen to use. We're just going to let that cook and let that aromatic smell ooze out of that pan, and it's oozing quite a lot. Smells beautiful. Let that cook for a minute before we add our other ingredients to make up this delicious, delicious honey and garlic sauce. So we're just going to bring the heat up on this pan, and we're going to make the sauce in a few simple minutes by throwing these ingredients in. And we're going to start off with our chicken stock. Watch it, it's going to splash. Our light soy sauce then on top of that. 30 millilitres now of white wine vinegar. Okay, this is going to splash as well, so you're looking at 2 tablespoons of this. There we go. Get the heat up on that, get that sizzling away. To finish off the flavour is our 80 millilitres of clear honey. That can go straight in. And you know, that is just going to thicken up nice and slowly now on a low heat. That sauce smells absolutely delicious, and it's thickening up quite nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our chickens out of the oven now, and we're going to place them in that sauce and coat them all over. That sauce is nicely thickened up, and these chickens already smell pretty good. They're going to taste pretty good when they're coated in this garlic and honey sauce. It's absolutely delicious. You really got to try this one. Okay, so these chickens, they can be served now, pretty much ready to go, okay? And I'm going to do them with some couscous, which I have made earlier in a previous video for a different dish, but this couscous is going to go just as good with these chickens. You could serve it with rice, serve it with pasta. It's a really quick meal, and it's absolutely delicious. It smells amazing. Enjoy.